repeat offender on Shrunken Head. You repeat over and over again, Mr. BiLL. So why are you coming to visit us again?
For the same shit I came the first time.
And the second, right?
Exactly.
And maybe
well,
the third?
No, the last time was because of my 60th birthday.
Oh, wow.
This
good for
is
you.
because the annual...
So now you're what, 60 and a half?
No, 60. Oh, he actually, yeah.
Yeah?
60 and a half.
Good for you.
A week or something, or 2 weeks.
Are you August?
June.
Oh, so you are 60 and a half. December is June, sir.
I'm July.
You're 60 and a half in like a few months.
Oh, that's what I said.
You're almost 60 and 3/4.
That would be March, I guess, wouldn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Wow, you're almost 61.
So, I know. But you know what my friends say, I don't smell a day over 70.
Well, you've aged
Nice.
well.
They're just being nice.
well.
Because they're being nice because you're so nice. Because tell us why you're here.
I'm here because we're doing the 28th annual birthday tribute to my father, George L. Pop, Daddy Tapes, at the RBAR.
Now, did you get along with him so much when he was alive?
Oh, he actually did. He put up with my horseshit. I mean,
He did?
Well, you gotta remember, when my mother died, there was no reason for him to stay in New York, and he really wanted to go to Florida. At the same time, I sort of jumped into the, really made the music the center of my life rather than just part of it. So I focused on it more, and I was, really trying to get together. And I had this non-union, plumbing job. I just kept a job. I had to make money, and I really couldn't afford to pay rent at the time and pay for rehearsals, my rehearsal space, studio time, or even consider making records.
Even back in the day when it was so cheap.
Well, actually, the records are probably just as expensive then as they are now. Like, you might pay $50 an hour if you go to a place today, but back then, for us to go to Skyline Studios at night, we had to do the overnight, and that was starting at midnight. That was $65 an hour back in 1981.
Wow! That's like $1 million studio.
Well, no, I mean, they were making major records there, but we wanted to have a good product, and I found a place through the Flesh Tones, because that's where they recorded Roman Gods at the time. But, so we had the second record I did there in '84, we had a tiptoe around like Lou Reed stuff, because he was cutting that song album with Suzanne on it and all that. But he had, during the day, so we had to go in like late night, and then we did Planet. But I mean, it's more expensive. Like the last thing I did, I only paid $35 an hour.
Good for you.
Well,
so how many records did you make?
Let me think now, I'm getting old. Let me think, two singles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 CDs, and then this last thing I released for 60 an EP. But yeah, I couldn't afford,
So your father stood by you?
Well, he put up, he didn't, I was living cheap. I was paying him board, but I wasn't, shelling out like, $400 or $500 at that time for
Right.
I mean, at best, I was only bringing home about $290 when he died.
Wow.
Well, I think I was making $12 an hour.
And what do you make now?
I ain't telling you. But, so, anyway, I should tell you about
Tell us.
the lineup this year, which I'm kind of excited about.
And it's at RBAR, right?
At the RBAR. Well, I used to do it at Kenny's every year until they closed. Well, I first did it at CD's, and then when the booking policy got kind of weird, around 91, 92, I got it out of there because, anyway, I wanted to bring it to Kenny's in 93, and I did it there for 20 years in a row.
Are you serious?
20 times in a row.
Wow.
Up till, the last one was in March of 12.
Did you go?
I played at one of those.
Did you go to the closing night at Kenny's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a great party.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was good to see the Smithereens. And,
Right. Exactly.
Oh, what the hell's his name? I shouldn't even
Billy.
when I did shit.
Willie
I
Nile
came
or
here,
something like
this is 5:30 in the morning, folks. I still work a fucking day job. This is only my second beer, and I'm like, that guy got false teeth. It would have been on my fucking head.
Well, it's a good thing you don't, BiLL.
I will have them though soon. I can tell you that.
But your dad is proud of you because you're really keeping his name alive.
It's.
And tell us why you do this.
Well, I do it for the American Heart Association. In memory of my father, and it does keep his name alive.
It does.
He wasn't a musician himself, but he put up with a lot of crazy shit, especially back in those early days.
Did he like Fats Domino?
He probably did. I don't know. I never spoke about Fats Domino, but my father. I used to hate when I was a kid.
Tell us.
Do you remember Wayne Newton?
Yeah.
Yes?
He always came off like this fucking dick. Like,
Well, he is.
I don't know if he is or he isn't, but like, because, back when the whole Beatle thing started, I mean, the joke of it is now, when I got to the point where I could grow my hair without anybody busting my balls, it fell out, and unlike yourself. But, so...
You crack me up.
Well, it's true though.
But you grow it here, right?
Well, yeah, well, you can see the hair out my ass, I look, becoming an old goat might as well look like one. So...
Do you like tin cans?
Say what?
Do you like tin cans?
I'm working on it. I fell over enough, but they use the empty beer cans. But, so anyway, what was I about this long hair thing? Oh yeah.
Your father?
Oh yeah. So, I was like when I used to like Elvis and Ricky Nelson. I was like really young.
Yeah.
But then when the Beatles came out, I was like 10. Instead of trying to get a perfect DA, which I never could, my brother did, then it came like just throwing your hair forward, and because that's the Beatle look. And the nuns would make me get a cut, or I used to hide like till the barber shop closed on weekends, so the old man wouldn't drag me up there to get a cut. But anyway, Wayne Newton would come on Ed Sullivan or whatever the hell show they had then. And they would sing Darker Shame, and then, he had that part without one hair out of place, big fucking dickhead. You want to go like that to the TV screen?
No, you did.
And my father would go, if you sang like that, I wouldn't have to work for a living. And I'm like, well, fuck you. I don't sing like that, so keep fucking working.
Yeah, they used to call him Mr. Entertainment in Vegas.
Yeah, he was Mr.
He was a young kid. He was a young kid. He was only like...
It was still black and white.
Wayne Newton, black and white. We were looking at I mean,
That's how I look
the
at things.
TV was so old,
Still
my
black and
father used
white.
to bang on that tube in the back to stop him from spinning.
Right. He had like some kind of a
My father would be
record.
101 years old if he was still alive.
Oh, Wayne Newton?
March
Oh, your
10th.
father?
Well, yeah, Wayne Newton too.
Wayne Newton.
No, but it was one of those things, and
But he used to make guest appearances on lots of shows.
yeah, he was.
Like,
I think
But that
Dr.
was in
Shea was still
color.
a hit at that time, and.
He was on Johnny Carson a couple of times.
of course he
Well, that
was.
was much later, but I'm talking about when I was a little kid.
Right.
But anyway, so...
Okay, so what's your
I
website?
well, I gotta announce who's playing.
Yeah,
too.
talk.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, it's BiLLPopp.com, BiLLPopp.com, and, what was that? Okay, let me tell you who's playing this year.
Yeah, tell
It
us.
sort of saddens me. I'm not going to start off with this Irish music thing because it just wasn't the same vibe as when it was Kenny's, so I'm doing something different this year. I'm just going back to acoustic singers. So, first up is going to be Annie Hussick, who used to be in the tapes back when my father died. And she actually knew my father from being in the tapes. Then Dan McEwen, or McKeon?
Dave.
McEwen. Dave. How you know him too?
No, I'm just reading
Oh,
it.
thank God. I'm telling you, man.
Keep drinking, keep drinking. Come on, go.
Oh, yeah, Dave McEwen, or McKeon actually, McEwen over there. McEwen.
She's Irish. He's
He's actually,
Irish.
but he produced, or didn't produce, but he engineered and co-produced my last record. He's actually really good. He's got a sound company called Astra Sound.
You sure?
If you ever need sound, folks. Really
Yeah,
good.
we do.
He's good. Yeah, you need something back here. Carmen Childs. Now this girl, there was one year that Lenny couldn't make it, so
Yes.
she came up, and Carmen just like filled in, and she was great. And I totally forgot her last year, but then I thought, oh my God, this year, and I booked her, and she's fantastic.
Excellent.
Then there's this girl named Marissa Lacada, and I seen her play one night at the RBAR. She's a violinist, and she's like, I'm excited about,
Fabulous.
And of course, Lenny Kay.
We love Lenny.
Oh, Lenny's great. I mean, he definitely doesn't have to do it from, you know what I'm saying? It's great he's doing it. Oh, yeah. And I deeply appreciate it. And that's us, Bill Pop in the tape.
Woo!
And then, Sea Monster.
Crazy Sea Monster.
I love Sea Monster. And then,
Our good friend Alan Merrill.
Alan Merrill. Yeah, I didn't realize he wrote these great songs. And
I love rock and roll.
If you ever do a thing on Wikipedia, he was like a Western teen idol or something in Japan. Or
He was the first rock star in Japan.
Me having this Asian thing, I would never came back. I love it over
You have
there.
yellow fever?
Oh, I got my girlfriend's Korean. Yeah. And then the Snake Monsters were really...
Twice?
Yeah, I've seen them once or twice, but they're really good. And so...
what's the, oh, it's Sea Monster and Steak Monster.
Exactly. It's the Night of the Monsters.
It's the Night of the Monsters. That's good.
And
So,
it should be, it's a $10 donation, or if you don't feel like bucking up that much, whatever you throw on the can's fine, but, $10. Because you're unemployed or something like that. But then you could maybe, I don't know, throw some empty cans in there.
excellent. Good. Good
Yeah,
for you.
that's
And
what
the day again is
It's March
3rd,
5th.
5th.
Wednesday, next week.
Next week, a week from today. So it is National Pistachio Day. Would you like a cookie? Do you have a quick skeleton to share with us?
I don't eat it now if I want to talk. If I eat this now, I'll choke.
Take it and save
I'll
it
take
for later.
All right. I don't know if I have any skeletons though.
What happened with the nuns? Did you ever get in trouble from the nun?
Oh, yeah. That's right. You remember that story?
Yeah.
Which one now?
When did they hit you with the ruler?
I got a black star third day of school.
Why? What's a black star?
Well, we were cursing it. Well, we didn't. They used to put that. Like if you were really good, you got like a gold star.
Oh God!
If you like really kissed their ass, they gave it to you on your collar. But I just got on a, you put it in your book. But I didn't get many of them. Actually, I didn't get any. But I just got these black stars. Like they took the stamp. What happened was,
What about if you were really psychotic?
well, you got transferred like I did.
There you go.
You want to hear something?
That works. That works.
I just got tossed. Well, I beat them to it. I didn't transfer properly. But about a week or so after I went to this other school called the Annex, 194 Annex, I heard this kid, Glenn, I forget his last name. Well, it was his younger brother. I'm not gonna say his name. But do you remember like kids used to piss on the radiator in park houses to stink it up or something like that? I mean, I never did it per se, but I know it was done. This kid got caught by a nun. See, they used to have the bathroom where you had you went with the boys' room, but you walked straight in and there was like a storage room all the way in the back, but halfway through you kind of went to the right, you see? And anyway, this nun was walking to the back to get some shit out. 218 Bowery, if you could be there, it's a beautiful thing. It's all for the American Heart Association. And trust me, if you don't think you'll ever need it, I did. And when I did my 20th anniversary, I had to get a quadruple bypass myself. So,
You look
I'm
great.
just building on research, just in case I need something else.
Yeah. You want to push a button?
Sure, which one?
You pick it.
Does this one make the seat collapse? Okay. Oh.
We'll be right back with more. Thank you.
Repeat offender to myself.